Hi, this is Shivanand. Welcome to all of you in our channel. So today I'm going to discuss with you about the lights, the reflection of lights, and the types of the spherical mirror. So let's start the video. But before starting the video, like and share this video with your friends and subscribe this channel for more videos. Now let's understand about the reflection of light. Let's take a plane mirror. Now the light which strikes on the plane mirror is known as incident ray. After strike, this light is reflected. So this light is known as reflected ray. Now draw a perpendicular line to the plane mirror. That is known as normal to the point of incidence. The angle between incidence ray and normal is known as angle of incidence. Now the angle between reflected ray and normal is known as angle of reflection. Now let's know about laws of reflection. The first law of reflection states that the angle of incident equal to angle of reflection. So angle I equal to angle R. The second law is this incident ray, this reflected ray, this normal to the mirror at point of incidence and this point of incidence all are in the one plane. Now let's understand about spherical mirror. The spherical mirror is made from the sphere, so that's why it is known as spherical mirror. Now there are two types of the spherical mirror. The first one is the concave mirror and second one is the convex mirror. Now when the inner surface of the mirror is working as the reflected surface, then it is known as concave mirror, and when the outer surface of mirror is worked as the reflected surface, then it is known as convex mirror. Now let's understand some of the terms of the spherical mirror which help during the reflection of the lights. Let's take a spherical mirror. This spherical mirror is made from the sphere. So there will be some must center. The center C is known as center of curvature of this spherical mirror. Now the line is passing through from this center of curvature and intersecting at point P to the spherical mirror. This point P is known as pole. Here point F is known as principal focus. The distance between pole and focus is known as focal length, and the distance between pole and center of curvature is known as radius of curvature. Here radius of curvature is twice of focal length. Now to reflect the lights on the spherical mirror, there are four types of the conditions required. So let's see what are these conditions. The first condition is if a ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the principal focus in case of concave mirror, or appear in diverge from the principal focus in case of a convex mirror. Now see the second condition. A ray if passing through the principal focus of a concave mirror, or a ray which is directed towards the principal focus of a convex mirror after reflection, will emerge parallel to the principal axis. Now let's see the third condition. If a ray passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror or directed in the direction of the center of curvature of convex mirror after the reflection is reflected back along the same path. This light ray come back along the same path because the incident rays falls on the mirror along the normal to the reflected surface. Now let's see the fourth condition. If a ray incident obliquely to the principal axis towards a point P, which is the pole of the mirror on the concave mirror or the convex mirror, is reflected obliquely, the incident and the reflected rays follow the laws of reflection at point of the incidence, making equal angles with the principal axis. Now let's see the image formation by a concave mirror for different position of the objects. The first position, when the object is at infinite, then the position of image will be created at focus F. The size of the image will be at highly diminished and point sized. The nature of the image will be real and inverted. Now let's see what condition if the object is at beyond C. When the object is at beyond C, the image will be created at between focus and center of curvature. The size of the image will be diminished and the nature of the image will be real and inverted. Now if the object is at center of curvature, then the image is also created at center of curvature. The size of the image will be small and it is real and inverted. Now if the object is between center of curvature and focus, then image will be created at beyond C and the size of image will be enlarged and it is real and inverted. Now if the object is at focus point, then the image will be created at infinity and the size of the image will be highly enlarged and it is real and inverted. Now if the object is at between pole and focus, then the image will be created behind the mirror and it is enlarged, but the nature of the image will be virtual and erect. Hope you would like to this video. If you have any doubts and any queries, go to the comment section, ask your question. I will definitely try to resolve the question. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.
For more such interesting stuff, subscribe to our YouTube channel.